run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About this now, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back like another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back. 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Post the gas.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Young, he's going to change it up. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 19 yards that time for number 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Giovanni Ricci taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mitchell now off the option, and he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 17. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. right back to Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. And not liking the look, they'll change the play. Man in motion left, Mingo. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and 4.
Just like that. Just like that. Go, Pete.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson options out left, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Edwards is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Lamar changing the play. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
He completes this one to Mingo. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Man in motion left, Mingo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 67 yards. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Young going to move them around. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Young checks this down to Hubbard. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby.